the defensive line is the one that comes away with interceptions. What does that do for the DBs and the defense as a whole?
Yeah, how about that? The D-line creating their own turnovers, actually. I think they got a tip ball, and then they caught it, and then Graves made a heck of a play over there. But those guys have been doing it in practice, getting tips on balls, getting pressure on the quarterback. So I'm not surprised at all that they went out there and did what they did. They've been putting in the work, so I'm glad that it's starting to show.
You're kind of lining up at corner sometimes. What's that transition been like to kind of move around like that?
Yeah, Coach Parker mentioned it this Sunday. Actually, I came in the facility and we talked about it a little bit. And I was open to the idea. Obviously, when I get to be on the field a little bit more, so I'm open to whatever that is.
Have you played much corner in your football career? Or?
I haven't, no. But playing in the slot kind of helps me prepare a little bit. Some fast dudes in the slot. So.
Did you see what happened during that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that got called before the game? And follow-up, do you feel like this game was a little bit more chippy than some of the other Big Ten games you played in?
Yeah, I did see what happened. The guy tried to come in while we were swarming in. Probably wasn't that smart to do that. No, it was definitely a physical game. They're a physical football team. We were preaching it all week in practice that we got to bring it from the get-go, and I think we did that tonight.
You guys get those 3 early turnovers. Did it feel like things were just starting to snowball in your direction?
Yeah, definitely. It was good to be on that side of it for once. I think we haven't forced as many turnovers as we would have wanted this season, but tonight we came out and forced 3. Those were all 3 critical turnovers.
Was it someone trying to run through the swarm or across it? Or?
He was kind of just standing right in the middle of it. The refs kind of got him out of the way right away, and then they threw a flag. That's about all I saw.
You guys, even your coaches have said you guys need to tackle better. And the Indiana film, I know, wasn't the greatest for tackling. Was that a point of emphasis? Because it looked like the tackling was a lot better tonight. Would you say that's accurate?
Definitely. That's definitely a point of emphasis. We do a tackle circuit every single day. During the bye week, they were really focusing on wrapping up, keeping your head up, and yeah.
How about just setting a physical tone? I think the second play of the game on defense, you knocked that guy out of the game. I think it was you and Xavier. It was almost a fumble. But just talk about the physical tone maybe that you guys set.
Yeah, you definitely want to come out right away and set the tone just like that. The defense, I think it was Montgomery did a good job of setting it back into me, and then X came downhill and really stuck the guy.
How about that backwards pass? Were you pretty aware that was a backwards pass? Or you just taught to do that?
I wasn't,
Okay.
but our coach do a good job of preaching. Anytime the ball's on the ground that's close, just go jump on it and make the refs make a decision.
Reese was back. Can you just kind of describe how you've seen him, work through that situation and come back now?
Yeah, I'm happy to see him back. He's one of my best friends on the team. Grew up together. Seeing him work through that injury was tough. Definitely when he went down with it, it was tough to see him when he's worked all off season. But he's done a good job of rehabbing, gotten healthy, and now he came out and made some big plays.
When you guys get 3 takeaways in the fashion that you guys did, how does that kind of build confidence for the defense as a whole going forward?
Yeah, it definitely builds a lot of confidence. Anytime that we get 3 turnovers, our offense is probably going to move the ball, score a little bit. And that we were able to jump on them early 17-0, I think, after those few turnovers. And that definitely helps you get to play a lot looser out there, I would say. Don't have to be as tight. Really keep everything in front of you.
Is there much of a difference for covering a slot receiver compared to playing on the outside? Is that something you have to adjust to?
Yeah, definitely. It all comes down to splits. If he's lined up way out wide, I got to be inside more than likely. In the slot, it can vary quite a bit. You could be outside, inside. That's probably the main difference, I would say.
Leverage type?
Yeah, leverage type stuff.
I saw you guys, some of you guys were doing jump around at the end. Was it this game just a little bit different where you guys got to enjoy it a little bit more and savor on the field and have a little bit more fun with it?
Yeah, definitely. I think we were up quite a bit going into the fourth quarter, so we got to enjoy it a little bit, enjoy the experience, look around a little bit. That was a good experience for sure.